All right. Are the presidential files for UFOs going to start dropping tomorrow? That's what Jeremy Corbell is hinting at. Says that's going to be a possibility. Tim Burchett was on Joe Rogan today talking about how he was getting on a call with Pete Hegseth and these things about what's coming next, how they're handling this. And this is, what are we going to see? What's going to happen? Is it going to be anything? Here's the tweet from Jeremy Corbell. Jeremy says, just now, sources in the White House, as well as congressional members, tell me and George Knapp that the presidential UFO files will begin tomorrow. We are told that it's going to be slow and steady at first, nothing shocking initially. Let's see where this goes. This is very encouraging that this administration is following through. More data means more leverage for those of us fighting for UAP transparency. Sleeping Dog exists because our government chose silence over transparency. That might be changing. This is the Sleeping Dog thing that he was talking about.
I've been holding a secret for about 11 years.
Did you see something? Do you have something?
Right. There was a reason why I chose to believe you.
The first 10 years that I was doing this, I'm going through the same stuff that you're going through now. Bouncing off the walls, up and down, peaks and valleys, scared shitless, worried about what comes next.
Corbell is an investigative journalist who helped obtain and release the DoD footage of UFOs.
I'm afraid he's going to die. I mean, there is a hit out on him.
It's not a video of an alien. It's not a video of one craft. It's more than that.
Years ago, I went searching for the truth about UFOs, and I found it. To really understand the full picture, I'm going to start where it all began.
They have between 30 and 50 alien bodies.
Captain Edgar Mitchell was the sixth person to ever walk on the moon.
The evidence is very strong. They've been here and are here.
It's an Alice in Wonderland planet. Very few people will ever find the truth.
The world I lived in, the position of trust I had at the highest levels, being briefed into all the national secrets.
They're not going to come after you, not only you, but they're going to come after your family.
If I die, the story comes out.
It is so alarming to me what has happened to some of the whistleblowers.
When things are going really bad, and there's been periods of real bad, ups and downs, is that the best you got?
Yeah.
Bring it.
Okay, so that's the trailer for what he's talking about. Again, reference to what he was bringing up there. And now the other thing that I mentioned is that Tim Burchett was on Rogan, and he was talking about what would potentially happen if he thought disclosure, these types of things. So I want to play this clip from Rogan, and then we can just talk about all of this in tandem. Check this out.
Thank you for having me, brothers. Big honor.
Thank you. An honor for me, too. Very excited about this. Very excited to talk to you. There's so many different things to discuss. So do you know what is going to be released? So supposedly this is the week of some kind of disclosure. Can you give us any insight as to what's going on?
Oddly enough, I got a call that tomorrow at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be briefed over the phone by, I think one of Hegseth's top dogs is going to go over some stuff with me that they've got, and I have no earthly idea. I don't want everybody to get their hopes up. I don't have a lot of faith in our government. President Trump's always been great to me. He's never lied to me, but I don't know that he knows the right questions to ask and the right people to talk to, because, I mean, this thing's been covered up at least since 1947, and I just don't think they're going to – they don't give up that easy. The war pimps at the Pentagon and everybody else, they just don't give up that easy.
Okay, so that is obviously, it all ties in what we're talking about here. So if there is stuff that's coming out tomorrow from when you guys are releasing this, it potentially be today when you're reading this, watching this rather. So as Corbell says in his tweet, as Burchett says here too, Burchett says, don't get your hopes up with everything. We don't know what they're just going to dump information, and they're definitely, this has been leading up. So those people who have been in charge of holding the secrets for so long are not panicking, running around with their heads going, what do we do? They're going to release everything tomorrow. They're like, no, we'll figure out a way to make sure that little thing, okay, they can release this, they release this, will be all right. That's okay. And even what Corbell says and what he's hearing is that it'll be slow and steady, but things will be coming out. The question is, like, what is it on the first run? Because if they start releasing stuff and it's just nothing, here's a video that we've seen a million times over, the blurry image of things, and it kind of zigzags, and then everybody will debate it. Mick West will say it's a balloon, and those things. That's not going to do anything. And slow and steady, sure, but conversation, declassified things about bigger moments, bigger things that have happened, confirming some things in general. But if it's 1 week and then that's it, and you don't really get anything. Because I mentioned this the other day when I was talking about like the Kennedy files. Nothing really came out of those Kennedy files that anyone said, oh, well, definitely Oswald didn't act alone, or it's definitive that he did, or there's nothing that people really just, there's going to be these files that are coming out, release the Kennedy files, and then it was like a story for a couple of days, and then it just nothing really hit big. Now that's the other thing though too. How much of a story will it be in the mass media when these files are coming out? And Rogan will clearly cover it when it comes out to see if there's information now that he's just talked to Burchett as well. And he's obviously been into the topic for so long, but will the major news organizations also be covering it and saying, well, this is what they released. This is it. Is this something else? Will that come out? And as Burchett says too, the people who have been protecting this for as long as they have, they're not going to give up that easily. And where you have George Knapp, these other people, Corbell, who are pushing forward to get the information out, trying to do stuff. And as Corbell is, has his documentary coming out, and he's got things that he's going to do. Like, I wonder how much, again, what he's going to release, the things that he has, will it match up with this stuff here too? I don't know. But what will we see in these files, or in these first wave of files that come out? Will they be distracting enough to have people talking about this over some of the other stuff that's going on right now? I think that maybe we need that in general, and they might need that. I mean, that's why they're choosing to do it now. What say you guys? What do you think about this? What do you think is coming out tomorrow? What's going to be in these initial files, if anything? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. I want to know what you're thinking. And that's it for today. Like I said, this is more about a brief to let everybody know that these things are coming out. Some people might not even know that the files are coming out this week, but they are. At least they're going to start. So the initial wave will start. Put your thoughts as far as what you think we're going to get. Will it be anything? Will it be the blurry videos again? Will it be any videos at all? Will it be something that moves the needle? Or will it be just, again, one of these things are just like, sure, they release stuff, and it's going to be maybe leading into a thing that ultimately says, yeah, we released everything that we have. There's nothing really there. Almost like what Obama did on Colbert yesterday, like something like that. Is that what's going to ultimately happen? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know. All right. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you as always, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.